Hello students, welcome to Vedantu NEET English. I'm Miss 𝐂𝐡𝐞𝐤, your own biology master teacher. So today we are going to do locomotion and movement chapter, some of the MCQ questions and PYQs. Okay, so are you all ready? Am I clearly audible and visible? I'll also just check the voice, okay? Yes, perfectly audible and visible also, right? Today we are going to take a very different way of teaching, right? Today we are going to be more relaxed because it's a weekend. Everyone is having fun, so we are going to have fun by solving maximum questions from locomotion and movement. And we have also done this locomotion and movement in Tejas series, if all of you remember. Okay, we have done this chapter under Tejas. Okay, so this is your second round of revision that I am giving you, right? Yes, eagerly waiting for the class. Okay, nice. I can see all of your chats here. Okay, don't worry that ma'am is not looking at our chats. Students, quickly share the link with your friends and ask them to join as well. Voice is perfectly fine, right? Clearly visible also. You can see me big and close. Yes, perfect. Nothing happened to the board. I just chose this method today. Okay, because it is MCQs. No, even I will just sit and teach you people. And you can also feel like, okay, ma'am is relaxing. And even I will be relaxed, okay? Yes. Yes, Tanuja, you can practice that, okay? Okay. So students, ready? Today questions are going to come, no much writing, okay? Questions are going to pop up on the screen and all of you will answer the question, okay? Why are you people searching for the board? You're supposed to find the teacher, not the board. Okay, shall we start? Ready? Okay, so first I will give you just an overview of the chapter. Okay, first I'll give you an overview of the chapter. After that, we will start the class. Okay, yes, fine, perfect. Okay, before that, all of you like the video? I cannot see your likes. I want maximum likes on the video, okay, because I'm giving you second round of revision, students. You should be, you should be like, yes, ma'am, human physiology second revision is happening. Okay, done? Support, don't even worry, no writing, okay, only answering. And then you will do good amount of questions, 30 to 40 questions, all of you will be answering. Okay, now you can ask me, ma'am, how many marks do I have for this chapter? You have 3 to 4 questions coming from this chapter, and it's a very easy chapter. So this 3 to 4 questions are easy. Okay, yes, Tanuja has already put the target, and I want all of you also to put the, achieve the target. Okay, proper GMA should be there. Okay, shall we start? Okay, so first we will try to learn skeletal muscles. Okay, don't worry about the portion that is covered. I'm going to explain you. So today the questions are mainly going to be based on your structural proteins, your joints, as well as about your skeletal muscles. Okay, so today, students, all of you know this is your muscle. So if I see the entire muscle, I will be able to understand that this whole thing is my muscle, and inside this there are bundles which are called as fascicles, right? Bundles which are called as fascicles. Now this fascicles or fasciculi, we tell, inside that there are what? Muscle fibers are there. And if I take that muscle fibers out, I'll be able to see your myofibrils or myofilaments. And this myofilaments or myofibrils are made up of actin and myosin, right? Actin and myosin. Now students, coverings are there. Coverings also questions can come, but one question has been repeating every single, most of the years, is about fascia. Okay, fascia, students, is actually, let's say these are bundles. Okay, these are bundles. To keep all these bundles together, we have a connective tissue or a connective sheath which is called the fascia. Okay, understood? Yes, today's class is for full locomotion chapter. Yes, totally. Yes, please reply to Nanda Kishore. Nanda Kishore is asking for reply. Someone please reply. Yes. Clear to all of you students? Is that clear? Yes. So what is going to happen? There are bundles. That bundles will be covered by a connective sheath. To keep all these bundles together, there is connective sheath in the between, which is called as fascia. Now students, the entire muscle is covered by epimysium. Always the outer layer is going to be called epimysium. And then in the bundles, the bundle covering is going to be called as your perimysium. And the muscle fibers also are covered by your endomysium. Is this clear? This is all about your muscle bundle. That there is a muscle. If I pull out the muscle, then there are muscle bundles. If I pull out from the muscle bundle, I'll get a muscle. Then we will understand that they are made up of myofibrils or myofilaments, which are made up of actin and myosin. Clear? All of you? Hi. Students, why haven't the likes reached? All of you mark your attendance. 2 seconds it will take you. Quickly. Okay, quickly. Yes, hi Charanya. Perfectly clear. Perfect. Okay, done. Okay. Yes, I heard about the cyclone. All of you in Tamil Nadu, Pondicherry, please be careful about the cyclone. Okay, please be careful that I saw news about it. So yes, please be aware and please be careful. Okay, don't tell that, oh, I want to enjoy in rain, and don't go out anywhere. Okay, chalo, let's continue. So students, muscle proteins, right? The proteins which are responsible for contraction of your muscles to happen. That is, if I want to contract my muscles, there are two proteins which are going to actively perform. Who are they? Actin and myosin. Actin, thin filament. Myosin, thick filament. From the term itself, little, that gut-bud word is there. So myosin, thick filament. Actin, thin filament. So two helically wound F-actins. This F-actin is made up of G-actin. So there are globular actins. They come together to make your fibrous actin. And this fibrous actin has what and all, students? Tropomyosin masks the myosin binding site, and troponin regulates the binding by responding to the calcium ions, right? Yes. Yes, exactly. So actin, thin filament, and myosin, thick filament is going to be there, right? Now, students, what are they made up of? You should remember that this actin is made up of globular proteins. These globular proteins have come together to form your fibrous protein. So, diagram-based questions have come in the previous year. So, all of you should know the diagram thoroughly. Okay, and this troponin, students, they are made up of three things. That is your TPC, TPI, okay, and your TPT. Right, it is made up of these three things, and what will happen? Calcium will go and bind with this, and it will deviate, it will distract, it will make a conformational change, because of which myosin binding site will be visible, and myosin binding site will be very happy, right? Now, when we talk about myosin, myosin is a thick filament which is a polymer of meromyosin. So, meromyosin forms your myosin. Clear to all of you, right? Now, the diagram which is given in your textbook, that is about your actin and myosin, which I will show you in the questions. Okay, Cappy. So, head, students, the head region with the cross arm, right? The head region. So, if you see myosin, it is going to be like this, right? I always tell you, like it is like two king cobras raising their head and standing like this. Okay, like this it is going to be there. So the head region plus the cross arm, this is the cross arm, no? The head region plus the cross arm together will form your heavy meromyosin, that is HMM. Okay, heavy meromyosin, HMM. And this HMM as an ATP. ATP is activity and binding site for actin as well as for ATP. So ATP is the villain who is not letting myosin to go and bind with the actin. Why? Because the moment ATP comes in there, then the actin cannot be there. Only one person can be there, right? Now, students, tail is going to be LMM. That is light meromyosin. Tail is always going to be, will tail and head be of the same size? Have you seen dog? Okay, head and the tail will be same. Tail will be this much. Rat you have seen. Tail will be this much. So, tail is going to be a light meromyosin chain. Okay, light meromyosin which anchors the filament. Is this clear so far? Yes, so far? I thought all of you are sending me him. HMM, ma'am. Okay, people are giving me cold reply. I thought, then I realized that I'm telling you about HMM. Okay? Yes, those who haven't liked the video, quickly like the video. This is how you show me that you are understanding everything. Okay? Yes. Quickly, students, come on. It's a Saturday. I need a lot of energy from you people. For that, you people have to like the video and also share it with your friends. Come on. Okay? Yes, it's a Saturday. So, it's more of a, right? Perfect, perfect. LMM and HMM. Questions have come about this also. Which is the part that is going to fall under HMM? Which is the part that is going to fall under LMM? HMM is going to be the head plus the cross arm. LMM is going to be just the tail, right? Clear? Yes, perfect. Now, moving on. Now, structure of the sarcomere. So, students, all of you know in your textbook, there is a diagram given. This is the diagram that I only drew. So, this is more easier to understand as well. So, students, what you're seeing here is your actin. Right, this filament is your actin. To keep your actin together, right, to keep your actin in place, you need a Z line, right? A zigzag line is going to pass exactly in between the actin to keep actin in place. Like how your parents check on you people, no? Are you using phone, or are you actually studying in YouTube, or are you doing something else, right? So what your parents are going to do, they are always going to have that thread. Same way here also two actins are there, or actins are arranged. To that keep actin in place, you have a Z line, which is a zigzag line. Clear to all of you? Yes. Now students, to keep myosin also, only to keep actin will be there. Oh, no, no, no. To keep myosin also, there is a line which is called the M line. Okay. Now here what you're exactly going to study is what is a sarcomere. So I will say a sarcomere is exactly between two Z, right? From this Z to this Z. So between two consecutive Z line, okay, you are going to have a sarcomere. It's going to be called what? Sarcomere. Thank you, Dikshi. Yes. So sarcomere is from one Z line to another Z line. That means from this Z line to this Z line is another sarcomere. Clear to all of you? So don't, when you, if in case they ask you one sarcomere has how many bands or all of that, you are going to tell one sarcomere has one I band and one A band. How did I make one I band? By half and half, because this is one half, this is one half. Okay. Yes, two successive Z lines. Very good. I cannot even read your name. Your font is so beautiful that I cannot read your name. Okay, very good. Clear to all of you? Now students, Z line is there. Z line, what is going to happen? What is the sarcomere going to do? So sarcomere is going to be the exact structural unit that is going to help in contraction of the muscle. Sarcomere is present inside the muscle, right? Your muscle fibers, when we see, you will be able to see some light bands and dark bands. So light bands are caused by actin, dark bands are caused by myosin, right? Now look here. Your Z line is there, Z line is there. Now I band is also called as isotropic band. I band is also called as, okay, thank you Tanushri, isotropic band. Isotropic means what? One type. One type is only there. That means iso, one type, right? We have studied isogammas in biological classification. We have studied isogamy. We have studied isotropes. All of this we have studied. Iso means what? Same. So isogamous means, students, only actin is going to be there here. Who is going to be there? Only actin is going to be there, okay? Yes. Then A band is going to be called as anisotropic band. That means what? Ma'am, myosin as well as actin is going to be there. Got it? So here it is going to be called as A band. Okay. What will happen if a person Pikachu, you will become like one Pikachu. Okay. He's asking me what will happen if muscle fibers are not there. That is the main person, da. You're telling ma'am what will happen if I don't have head, and inside head no brains. Still some people survive without brains, but still tell me. He's asking questions like this. Okay. Om, very good. Okay. Now, Cappy and Pikachu should make a gang out of yourself and think about what will happen if muscle fibers are not there. Students, it's like telling, you know, how neurons are there, how nephrons are there, and they are the constitutive or the structural unit. You're asking me this question, okay? My students, please. Okay, so this is your actin, and actin is kept by your Z lines. Now, listen to me carefully. When a muscle contraction is going to happen, okay, when muscle contraction is going to happen, your Z line is going to move forward. Okay, your Z line is going to be pushed forward. So when your Z line pushes forward, what is going to happen? All this is going to get reduced, right? Now, in between this, let's see some of this. O band is there, students, which is the overlapping band. That means where myosin as well as actin is coming one above the other. So let's imagine this is the actin, this is the myosin, and they're going to come one above the other. This is called as overlapping. Okay, overlapping. Can you see here? Overlapping zone. Right, overlapping zone. Now H zone is, or called as Hensen zone, is a portion where only myosin is going to be present, and all these notes will be available on Vedantu NEET English Telegram. Okay, Vedantu NEET English Telegram. The link is directly in the description box. If you want to join my Telegram, it's Biology by Gopika. Okay, you will get notifications of my class and some motivation as well. Okay, yes. Yes, okay, fine. Now, overlapping zone is the portion where actin and myosin is there. So, students, you tell me one question to all of you. If this Z line is going to push forward, is overlapping zone going to get reduced or overlapping zone is going to get increased? All of you in the chat box. Let me see how many smart ones today in the class. Yes, I'm waiting for your answer. Tell me that if the Z line is going to be pushed forward, is the overlapping zone going to be increased or overlapping zone is going to be decreased? Quickly in the chat box. Yes, thick filament. Yes, H band is the portion where only myosin is going to be present. Very, very good. Very, very good. Yes, tell me. Muscle contraction happens, dear. No, it's not constant. The only people who are going to be constant is going to be your M line and your A band. These two people are like, I don't know, whatever you want to do, you do. I'm not going to move from my place. Very, very good. I can see Tanuja, Dream, Roshni, Learner, Dhanushri, and Om, Shruti, Pratibha, Ratis and Sukanya. Very, very good. Clap for all of these people, because students, what happens exactly is when Z line is going to be pushed forward, overlapping zone is going to increase. Now imagine myosin is here. This is myosin, my right hand. This is the left hand. Okay, this is the actin. Now imagine from both the sides, someone is pushing my elbows. What is going to happen? Overlapping zone is going to increase. Okay, so this is the only zone that is going to increase. All other zones are going to reduce, but your M line and your A line is going to be constant. Okay, M line and A line is going, A band and M line is going to be constant. Clear to all of you? Yes? Very good. Dikshi, Sneha, Saumya, Cappy. Yes, very good. Okay, Bhavana, Vandana, all your names look the same, yeah? Okay, clear? Yes. So this is what is going to happen. Okay, this is the question is going to be asked. What is getting reduced? What is getting increased? Any kind of questions can come from this. So understand the bands. So look here, I band is isotropic band, A band is anisotropic band, anisotropic band. Can you see where it is? Exactly in the center where myosin and actin is there. So it is anisotropic. It is not just one person present. Okay, O zone is going to be overlapping zone. Head zone is going to be Hensen zone. Head zone is the only portion where only myosin is going to be present. Okay, and they are going to help in, they are going to help in the thick filament. No, when I see a muscle, I will be able to see some thin as well as some thick filaments, right? Thin, okay, thick I cannot show students. So like this, yes, like this. Okay, yes. So Cappy, here what is going to happen, this A band is not going to make any movement because actin is going to slide on the myosin, as well as your M line also is not going to. That means myosin is going to contribute very less. Why? Because the thin filament will slide over the thick filament. We have all learned sliding filament theory, and all of you know that actin is sliding over the myosin. So when you technically see, myosin is going to be more on the place and it is not going to make major movements, but actin is going to make. Because these two people are mainly based on the center portion where the myosin is going to be there, they are going to be constant. Clear to all of you? Yes. Now we will go to axial skeleton. I'm not going to teach you about sliding filament theory as such. Sliding filament theory, as all of you know. So what is going to happen? Neuromuscular junctions are going to be there. This neuromuscular junctions, the T tubules, okay, T tubules are going to be there. When an action potential, let's take an example. Cappy is touching a hot object. Cappy touched a hot object. Immediately the one action potential is being created, telling that please retrieve your hand or else you're going to burn your hand. So when Cappy retrieves her hand or his hand, what is going to happen? There is a muscle contraction that is going to happen. So when the action potential reaches, the T tubules are going to get an influx of sodium, and this influx of sodium will automatically lead to calcium release from the endoplasmic sarcoplasmic reticulum, which is the endoplasmic reticulum of the muscle. Okay, and this is going to go and bind with your troponin, right? This is going to bind with your troponin, and troponin is going to get distracted. Okay, troponin is going to get distracted. So troponin will get distracted, and automatically what will happen? On the actin, the myosin binding site will be visible. Now on the myosin, actin binding site is also hit. So what we will do? We will take that ATP, we will break down the ATP, we will do hydrolysis of ATP, and then we will do cross bridge formation. That means myosin and actin's marriage is going to happen. That is called as cross bridge. Okay, cross bridge will happen. Then this ADP plus PI. Yes. So I'll keep changing the examples, no? So ADP plus PI, students, what are they going to do? They are going to do a power stroke. They'll be like, I want to go out of the head. Okay, so it will move and the actin will slide over the myosin. Next ATP will come and sit. Okay, I've explained this so many times. That's why I have not put the slide, because yes, because you people will be like, ma'am, how many times you'll explain the same thing? So I have not taken it. Okay, so now axial skeleton numbers, just to make you remember all the numbers. So students, axial skeleton is this portion, right, where you have your cranium, your hyoid bone is there, your ossicles is there, your sternum, ribs, vertebral column, all of this. Okay, appendicular is going to be your forelimbs and hind limbs with the girdles. So look here, skull has 22 bones. In that you have 8 cranial bones, 14 facial bones. All of you tell me in the chat box. All of you tell me in the chat box, how will you remember your cranial bones? Let me see how many of you remember the examples. Quickly in the chat box. Oh, you people are crying for Cappy as if I took the hand and I burnt it. I just gave an example. It's not like you people don't touch hot object. No. My NEET students are drama. Full drama. Yes, tell me, how do you remember your cranial bones? The trick to remember you, to remember the trick, I should make another trick. Huh? How do you remember the trick? Yes, quickly in the chats. Let's see who is the first person. Yes, very good, Madhumati. Step off. Okay, step off. S stands for sphenoid, T stands for temporal, E stands for ethmoid, P stands for parietal, O stands for occipital, F stands for frontal. So cranium bones you are going to remember with the example of step off. In that, students, who are going to be the paired ones? All these questions will come, okay? And let me tell you, locomotion and movement questions are very, very easy to score. So don't even think of missing the 12 marks to 16 marks, okay? Yes. Tell me. Step off. Yes, very good. Step off is correct. Next. Tell me the paired bones. Which are the paired bones? Paired bones is going to be PT. PT. So students, always in school, if you have noticed, your PT teacher, no, your physical trainer. So your physical education teacher, your physical trainer teacher will always be 2 people, okay? One female and one male. So PT teacher is going to be paired. So remember like this, PT means P for parietal, okay? P for parietal, T for temporal. These 2 people are going to be paired in your cranial, okay? Cranium. So 8 bones are there, students. Yes, very good. PT teacher is going to be paired, okay? All of you remember the trick. Very, very good. I'm so happy to see that all of you are able to remember the trick, okay? Yes. So students, very simple. Cranium bones, you're going to remember 8 of them are there. In that, you're going to remember step off, okay? S stands for sphenoid, T stands for temporal, E stands for ethmoid, P stands for parietal, O stands for occipital, F stands for frontal, right? Imagine someone comes so close to your cranium, what will you tell? Step back, right? Step off. So like that, do you remember? Now in that, PT, okay, that is your PT teachers, okay? PT teachers are always going to be in paired, one female, one male, okay? So that is going to be temporal and parietal, okay? Done, done, done. Then 14 facial bones are there. Luckily, you do not have to remember all the facial bones, but if you want a detailed lecture of it, it is already on the channel. All of you can go and check the lecture as well. Now, ear ossicles, how did I tell you you can remember? So it is important for you to remember ear ossicle, malleus incus stapes. You can remember like this, miss, okay, miss. You used to call in school, no, miss, okay, miss, ma'am and all. Now you people started calling ma'am. Before you used to call miss, no? So miss is malleus incus stapes, and if you want to remember the shape of it, you're going to remember miss has. Miss has. That is, malleus is hammer shaped, incus is anvil shaped, S is stirrup shaped, okay? Miss has. So all this I've taught in my lectures. You can check for all the tricks and everything. Ear ossicles is going to be 3, okay? So 6, both the years, no? 2 years you people have. Okay, when I have vertebral column, 26 will be there. 33 in infants, in babies it's going to be 33. In us, like adults, it's going to be 26. How are they 26? C7, that is cervical is going to be 7, thorax is going to be 12, lumbar is going to be 5, sacrum and coccygeal is going to be fused. Okay, don't call me miss. Okay, don't call me miss. Call me ma'am itself. Yes. I feel you people are in more Saturday, full jolly you people are today. Yes? Yes, Miss has a good knowledge, Miss has style, Miss has humor, Miss has hair, anything you remember, okay? Just remember Miss has so that you can remember the shape also. Malleus incus stapes, hammer, anvil and stirrup shape. So all of these names are because of the previous olden days tools that were used, okay? So students, vertebral column 33 in infants, 26 in adults. How are you going to remember? C7, that means your cervical, it's going to be 7. So this portion, thorax in the middle, that is going to be 12. T12 you can remember, okay? You don't have to remember the name or anything. T1, T2, T3, T4, T5, T6 till T12, and your lumbar is going to be 5. So you start from L1, L2, L3, L4, L5, and sacrum and coccygeal is going to be fused, and they form your tailbone. So this won't be fused in infants, that's why they have 33. Done? Yes. Okay. Yes, we are partying. Okay, we all of you are partying on Saturday by answering questions. Okay, you have almost 30 to 35 questions. So if all of you answer everything, I want to see who is going to be the topper of the day today. Okay, topper's name we are going to give a shout out. Okay, giveaway and all is there. No giveaway will be given, but a shout out will be given. Okay, and we are going to pin that person's comment according to the marks that they are going to score. Because if a student have listened to this class and then they are going to do 35 questions, then let me tell you, you do not have to come back to this chapter until your March, okay, until I am doing a revision. You do not have to come back to this chapter. You're going to remember it all the time. Now students, rib cage, 12 pairs of ribs are there. Now very important for you, all of you. Okay, true ribs are going to be 1 to 7, that is going to be attached to the sternum. So very simple. Okay, let me say you people are my good student or my true students when you attend my class, when you like the video, and when you comment on the video. Let's say these are the 3 criteria given to you so that you become a true student. Okay, regularly attends the class, answers all the questions, very active in the chat box, active talking to me, not asking each other did you drink tea and all of that. Okay, so true ribs, same way here also. True ribs means the one who is going to be attached, okay, ventrally to the sternum and dorsally to the thoracic vertebrae. It's going to be called the true ribs. How many of them? 1 to 7 of them are going to be called as your true ribs. Clear to all of you? Then false ribs are going to be from your 8 to 10. Students, 8 to 10 means what is happening here? I'm telling you that you're fake student or false student. That means you come once in a while, you just put some comment, okay, put some negative comment and then you go. That means I'm going to call you false student. So same way here also, what they're going to do, dorsally they will not dorsally they will not directly, ventrally they're not going to directly attach to the sternum, dorsally they're going to attach to the thoracic vertebrae. Okay, so ventrally what they're going to do is they are going to attach to the cartilage of the 7th vertebrae. Clear to all of you? Yes. Okay, so students, they are what they are going to do. So let's say 1 to 7 is there, so this is the 7th rib. Okay, this is the 7th rib. So 8th rib is going to attach to this fellow. Instead of directly attaching to the sternum, he's like, I will just attach to you. All of you remember when we do this arati? Okay, how many of you know this arati? Yes, hyaline cartilage. Okay, hyaline cartilage. Yes, very good. So students, when we do this arati, like when we do arati for, car or God, all of this, all of you remember we touch another person's elbow, thinking that the blessing is going to be passed because it will move from a region of higher concentration to lower concentration. So when someone is doing puja, well, when we are going to take a certificate and a lot of us are there, what we do, we touch each other's hands. Same way this also what happened. 1 to 7 is correctly attached dorsally and ventrally to the sternum and thoracic vertebrae. But the second, the false ribs, that is 8 to 10, they are very lazy. So they have gone and attached to the 7th cartilage, 7th vertebrae, by not attaching directly to the sternum. Is this clear to all of you? Yes, same number of bones. Floating ribs are going to be 11 to 12, not attached ventrally. So this is going to be floating ribs. Why? Because this fellow will not at all be attached to anyone in the ventral side. Not to the sternum, not to any other people. They will just be floating. Okay, but all of these people are going to be attached to the thoracic. That you remember, okay? All these people are going to be attached to the thoracic vertebrae properly. Just that depending on if they are attached properly to the sternum or not, they will be false and, true ribs. Clear? Yes? Yes. Hyaline cartilage, yes. Costal cartilage. Very good. Okay? Perfect. They are not connected ventrally directly. They are not connected to the sternum. They are connected to the thorax, but they are hanging. Okay, they are like hanging. No, Vital. So floating word is used. Clear to all of you? I hope numbers are perfect. Okay. Yes, they are all attached dorsally. Pakka attached dorsally, but ventrally they are like, no, I don't want to attach. Next is going to be a appendicular skeleton, students. Okay, appendicular skeleton. thoracic vertebrae. Capi, they are going to be attached to the thoracic vertebrae. You have T1 to T12, no? So it is going to be attached to your thoracic vertebrae. Now, students, appendicular skeleton is your forelimbs and your lower limbs and your girdles, right? Girdles are going to be there. So the bones of that is going to be important. So upper limb is going to be, how are you going to remember that? How are you CM Pandu? Normally, if you see a person, what will you ask? How are you, ma'am? Right? How are you? So I'll ask you normally, right? How are you, Ratis? How are you? So normally, if I ask you, how are you? Same way, how are you, CM Pandu? So H stands for humerus, R stands for radius, U stands for ulna, C stands for carpals, M stands for metacarpals. Okay, so when you're in my class, you always will have tricks. Okay, and P stands for phalanges. So forelimbs, how are you going to remember? So here, you start from here. Okay, this is how. Humerus, radius, ulna, carpals. Okay, here is your carpals. Right, here I'm able to fold carpals, metacarpals and phalanges. Now, if you forget how to count your phalanges, all of you see the cut on your fingers. Can you all see a cut? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yes, how are you, CM Pandu? Yes, how are you, CM Pandu? That is humerus, radius, ulna, carpal, metacarpals, phalanges. So when you remember, when you're not able to remember, no, what you do is you touch here. You have one humerus. Touch here. You have one radius, one ulna. Okay, carpals you will not be able to count because there are 8 of them. They are like, small pieces which are attached like blocks. No, everything has been attached. And then metacarpals you can count. Touch here and see. You will be able to count 5 of them. Can you see? 5 of them, that is your metacarpals. Phalanges also you will be able to count with the cuts. Clear? Yes. Yes, our body is designed very greatly. Okay. Okay, so yes, lower limb, students. Lower limb, I only made a trick, okay? Even this I only made, but this was not at all sinking because the words were, letters are not very easy. So I made fly Tarzan. Okay, this is GM production Tarzan, okay? Fly, one second. Yes. Fly Tarzan, mountains and planets. Fly, repeat, okay? Song it is. So fly Tarzan, mountains and planets. Plains also you can tell. If you're good at geography, please go for plain, plateau and all of that. Yes. Got it? That is the arrangement, Sukanya. Here there is a bone, here there is a bone, okay? Depending on their size and depending on the movements that they have to happen, no, the bones are arranged like that. Got it? Yes. Fly Tarzan, mountains and planets, okay? So fly, F stands for femur, which is your longest bone, also called as your thigh bone. T stands for tibia, F stands for fibula, T stands for tarsals, M stands for metatarsals. Now here if you see, students, carpals are 8 of them. Okay, but tarsals are only 7 of them. Then you can ask me, no ma'am, then how is the number correct? Here we have 30 of them. Okay, but here we have only 29. So students, 29 plus patella, which is your kneecap. 29 plus one more, that is your patella. All of you touch your kneecap. Okay, kneecap. Yes, that is your patella. Clear to all of you? Yes, perfect. Okay, and phalanges, which is 14 of them, that is also same. Only thing here is your tarsals are going to be 7 and here carpals are going to be 8 of them. So one is going to be 30, one is going to be 29. So don't get confused. 29 plus your kneecap is going to be patella. Yes, perfect. Okay, yes. Now girdles, that is also a part of your appendicular skeleton. Girdles are actually, loops that actually allow the joining of something. Now let's say my forelimbs are there, my hands are there, it's not articulated anywhere, then how would I look? Like everything would be floating, right? So for articulation we have girdles, that is your pectoral girdle and pelvic girdle. Okay, pectoral girdle is going to have your clavicle and scapula. Scapula is more of a triangular structure, and clavicle is your collarbone. All the girls show, no, I have collarbone. Okay, I have collarbone. So that collarbone. Okay, yeah, please don't write patiala and come in the exam. It's patella. Okay, patella. Yes. So Yes. So here what is going to happen? Pectoral girdle is going to have your clavicle and scapula. Clavicle is also called as your collarbone. Collarbone, which is also, nowadays beauty standards have called it as the beauty bone, which I do not agree to. So yeah, collarbone, and scapula is the triangular part. Okay. And these people will also have a acromion process. Yes or no? Check and tell me if I'm writing it right. Okay, acromion process, and they will also have your glenoid cavity. What is glenoid cavity, students? When we were small, we used to play with Barbie. Yes or no? The boys wouldn't have played, but the girls would have played. Okay, Barbie. So when you remove the Barbie's hand, all of you would have noticed that it looks like this, right? It looks like this. The hand looks like this and like this. What is this round color portion? This is like a ball and socket, so that this can be inside the glenoid cavity. This fusion can happen. So your humerus is articulating with your pectoral girdle with this glenoid cavity and your acromion process. Okay, clear? You will all have beauty bone because you're preparing for NEET, no? Yes. Have we reached the target? Come on, all of you. Like the video, those who haven't liked the video, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, because this channel is going to help you learn things in a more fun way, and your teachers are more like your friends, and it does not feel like an online class, right? Yes. Clear? Yes. Shoulder. Okay, acromion process is the glenoid cavity is the humerus is going to be articulating with the scapula and the clavicle with the glenoid cavity, and then acromion process is there for the binding of your scapula and clavicle. Then we have pelvic girdle, which is the lower portion, and pelvic girdle is going to be a little more broader, wider for in females. Okay, pelvic girdle is made up of ilium, ischium, pubis, which are fused by acetabulum, and it is also can be called as the coxal bone. Coxal bone. Students, what is the trick I told you? I play in class. I play in class. That is I for ilium, P for pubis, I for ischium, and C for coxal. Okay, coxal bone. Coxal bone. So students, all these three bones are going to fuse to be called as the coxal bone. So if you see somewhere coxal bone, don't get confused. It is basically ilium, ischium, and pubis fusing together. So everything, both your girdles are going to be half and half, right? Here one half, here one half. Same way, here one half, here one half. So ilium, ischium, pubis together fuse together to form your coxal bone. So I play in class is the trick to remember this. Okay, I play in class is the trick to remember this. Clear? Yes. So ilium, ischium, pubis fused by acetabulum. So this is very important. Here it is acetabulum, here it is acromion process and glenoid cavity. So remember these names. It is very, very important. Okay. And here also in the scapula you would have learned, no, there is a slight ridge. Okay, which is an elevated ridge, which is called the spine. We tell no spine. We tell spine without even knowing where is the spine. Yes, very good, Pallavi. Acetabulum is where the thigh bone is attached. That means your femur is coming and attaching to the pelvic girdle at the acetabulum. So remember like this, students, if there are parts, different parts, no, we have to keep them in cavities. We have to make sure that they are kept under process. Okay, 1 second. Yeah, they are kept in, processes are happening so that all the articulation happens. It's body. Nothing can be loose, that everything, when you're dancing and your humerus falls down, radius falls down. It cannot be like that. Everything has to be articulated really well, right? So you have joints, okay, to do different kind of movements. At the same time, you have cavities and processes that are doing the articulation. Okay, clear to all of you? Yes. Now the topic that we have to learn is your joints. Okay, joints also, a lot of questions come from joints, so it's very important. First is your fibrous joints. So students, joints can be completely immovable or slightly movable or freely movable. Okay, so fibrous joints are almost immovable, no, fully immovable one, the sutures on your skull. Now if you would have seen, no, skull, we draw like this, no, like this we draw. So like the sutures are there, no, some between, okay, some lines will be there like this, no, these are immovable. Can you move your sutures? You can only move your head, you cannot move the sutures. Okay, so these are completely immovable, that is skull or sutures. Then cartilaginous joints, which are slightly movable, which are present between your vertebrae. That's why you are able to bend, you're able to take something, you're able to lift something, is because of that reason, right? Because you are able to, because the vertebrae in between the vertebral column is helping you for the movement. Yes. Yes, sutures. What spelling are you people typing and sending? Clear. Okay. Target achieved. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. So students, sutures are there which are completely immovable. Then you have cartilaginous joints which are present between the vertebral column, right? We learned about the vertebral column right now, you know, your C7, T12, L5. So between that there will be cartilaginous joint which is intervertebral disc. Okay, they help us to do that minimum kind of movement. I'm not telling maximum movement. Okay, you flip like this and sit, you cannot do that. So slight movement is available. Then you have synovial joints which are freely movable, like your ball and socket joint in your humerus. See, I'm able to do all of this, no? Yes. Ball and socket, this is ball and socket, okay? Humerus with scapula. Then you have hinge joint which is with your knee joint, okay? It's also called your knee joint, okay? Then we have pivot joint which is atlas and axis, which are your first two, okay? It is your C1 and C2. What is C1 and C2? Your cervical vertebrae, name it is atlas and axis, because atlas and axis is going to articulate with your occipital condyle. Okay, all this detailedly I have taught, so I'm not going into the depth because I want to see how you people are going to solve the questions as well. Next is going to be gliding, students, between your carpals. Okay, carpals, metacarpals, you know, here it is going to be your gliding joint. Then you have saddle joint, again between the thumbs, okay, thumbs and your metacarpals. So here what is going to happen, this is going to help you with the saddle joint. Okay, yes, perfect. Saddle, gliding, pivot, hinge, ball and socket. Any doubts so far? Please let me know in the chats if there is any doubt so far. If no doubts, we will continue and you will start doing your questions right now. I want all of you to be careful when you do your questions. No carelessness. Take your time and answer. Okay, this is not Karorpati that the fastest fingers will get some extra marks. It is about who is going to be right. Right person is going to get the marks. Yes. Saddle is there between carpal and metacarpals, right? And gliding is there between the carpals. Perfect. Okay, fine. Clear, ma'am. No doubts. All clear. Let's start questions. Okay, synovial joint, students, understand shoulder, humerus and scapula is there. At the same time, hip joint also is there. This I saw one time, you know, as a PYQ. PYQ or mock paper, I remember. Somewhere I saw this question, okay? And many students did not know the answer for this. So remember that, you know, hip joint also you're going to have your synovial, okay? Ball and socket movements are going to be there. That is when your femur is going to attach to the acetabulum. That is also going to be a slighted ball and socket movement. Okay, ready? Ready. Next 30 minutes we are going to do questions, right? 30 to 40 minutes we are going to do full questions. All of you are ready? Drink some water. And we have to become the topper. So what you people are going to do is, you're going to keep a track of your scores. Track your scores. Okay? Tracking your scores is very important so that I know who is the topper of the class, okay? And no copying each other's answer. Everyone should put your individual answers because this is, you're going to write the exam individually, right? You're not going to take anyone's help. Start? Okay, first question. If you're not able to see the question, please let me know. Okay? Yes. The given figure, let's use another color. Yes. The given figure is related to myosin monomer. So this is the structure, this is the diagram given in your NCERT. Okay, this diagrams keep repeating, so it's very important for you to know the diagram. Related to myosin monomer, identify the parts labeled A to C and select the correct option. Okay, diagram is visible. This is why I opted for this system, students, so that, you know, you people can have a very clear view of the, you know, snips as well as the questions. Yes. Tell me the answer for this. So they have asked us A, okay, which is pointing, you can see C and B. Let's see the options. Option number A, option number B, option number C, and option number D. Okay, so we have head, cross arm, GTP binding site, cross arm, head, calcium binding site, head, cross arm, ATP binding site, cross arm, head, ATP binding site. I cannot see your answers yet. Okay, I can start seeing some answers. Okay, Supriya, Madre, Roshni, Tanuja, Learner. Good. Students, try to understand the question. If you're learning this chapter for the first time, then definitely you're going to make mistake. But if you're learning the chapter multiple times with me itself, then you're going to close your eyes and answer this question, right? Yes. Okay. Sukanya, is it because, like, if you're putting two long numbers, then it is going to disappear? Okay. Yes, Bhavana, I already started. You haven't started. Yes, what is the answer? So students, A is going to be the head. Okay, I'm putting the answer here. A is going to be the head. B is going to be the cross arm. B is going to be the cross arm, and C is going to be your ATP binding site. You cannot tell actin binding site because the labeling is already done, so it is an ATP binding site, and this is your meromyosin. This, if question comes for this, you are going to write LMM, that is the tail. Okay, LMM, that is going to be the tail. Clear to all of you? So the answer is going to be option number C, and I called out the names of students who answered it right. Okay, A is going to be the head, B is going to be the cross arm, and C is going to be the ATP binding site. Those who got confused with B, A is not cross arm. This is not cross arm. This is the cross arm. Okay, this portion is the cross arm. So like a small neck portion they have, no? So that is going to be called the short arm or the cross arm. Okay, this is just to make you remember. Don't go and write neck is there and all of that. Okay, +4. Okay. Yes, I will not be able to put the poll here. It will take a lot of time for me to put the poll. Okay, so that's why I will not be able to put the poll. So it is going to, take a lot of time. So yes, please answer here only and just track your marks. Yes. Okay, moving on to the next question. +4, all of you who got +4, amazingly good. Okay, +4, moving forward. Which of the following statement about striped muscles or your muscles, right? Your muscles. So students, all of you know smooth muscle, cardiac muscle, and your skeletal muscle. Here they're talking about skeletal muscle is incorrect. So you have to tell which statement about your skeletal muscle is incorrect. Striped muscle, why we are telling? Because they are striations. Okay, dark and light bands are there. Now in the center of each eye band is an elastic fiber Z line which bisects it. Thin filaments are firmly attached to the Z line. M line is a fibrous membrane in the middle of the A band. None of these. None of these. Yes. Try and answer this. Which of the following statement about skeletal muscle or your striated muscle is incorrect? Okay, I can see few answers. Very nice. Very nice. Sandra, Honey, Tanuja, Dream, Pallavi, Madhumati, Dhanushri, Marjorie, Desi, Mona. Yes. Pratibha, Saumya, Nikki, Keith. Very nice. Okay. Roshni, Sukanya. Okay, I cannot read all of your names. Answer is going to be option number D. Because why? See, in the center of each eye band, that means technically talking, in the center of your actin, there is going to be a Z line that bisects it. Perfectly right. Thin filaments are firmly attached by Z line. Thin filaments or your actin is attached by Z line. M line is a fibrous membrane in the middle of the A band, which is also right. So none of these is the perfect answer. Good job, students. Moving on to the next question. The given figure shows actin, that is the thin filament. Identify ABC. This is the second diagram from NCERT where a lot of questions have been asked. Okay, these two diagrams please mark in your NCERT and keep. If this question comes, easily 4 marks is possible. Okay, so students, as I told you, there is troponin, tropomyosin, and your actins. Okay, so look at the options right here. They have asked you to label A, which is pointing towards the 3 circular structures, and then B pointing towards the thread-like structure, and C pointing towards the circular structure. Yes, 8 marks. Very good. Wow, the answers are already here. Perfect. I'm just giving some more time for the other students also, okay? Because some of their internet will be a little slow. They'll take some more time to answer the questions. Yes. Answer perfectly right. So students, A is going to be what? A is going to be troponin. Okay, troponin. If there is any student who is not feeling confident to answer, that means students, you have to learn the chapter once again. Okay, don't get demotivated. Instead, learn the chapter. Locomotion and movement I have done multiple times on this channel. You can go and check the lecture as well. Okay, yes. Okay, then B is going to be tropomyosin. The thread-like structure is going to be tropomyosin. Okay, tropomyosin. And C is going to be F-actin. Okay, F-actin. Right, so the answer is going to be A for troponin, B for tropomyosin, and D for troponin. Very good. +12. Okay, +12 right now. That should be your marks. Yes. Fine. Next question. The figures given below, okay, the figures given here represent 3 different conditions of the sarcomere. Identify these conditions and select the correct option. Okay, identify the condition and select the correct option. You have A, you have B, and you have C. It's an easy question, so answer faster. Okay, Mohammed. Yes. Check properly. First A, B, C. It should be in order. You have to answer in order. Again, an NCERT based question. Okay, NCERT based question. Perfect, perfect. I can see the answer. So students, this is going to be relaxed. Okay, this is going to be relaxed. This is going to be contracting. Okay, it is still contracted. It's not fully contracted. It is contracting. And this is going to be maximally contracted. Okay, maximally contracted. Okay, so 16 marks by now, plus 16. So option is going to be option number B. Okay, option number B, that is relaxed, contracting, maximally contracted. So as you can see how your sarcomeres are becoming smaller and smaller and smaller, it's getting highly reduced, right? This is highly reduced. Perfect. Moving on forward, 16 marks. Yes, 16 marks. Next one. The number of bones in the cranium, face, hyoid and the middle ears are respectively. Okay, cranium, face, hyoid and middle ear are respectively what? Number of bones. Okay, you have to just tell the number of bones. Yes. Those who joined right now, subscribe to the channel without fail so that you know we can help you maximum and more. Okay, if you're not a part of our channel, then how will we help you people? Okay. Yes, I can see the answers. Okay, cranium 8, facial 14, hyoid 1, middle ear 6. What's the answer then? Yes, ma'am, the answer is going to be obviously option number B. Okay, yes, I cannot see Ratis answering. Where is Sony? Quickly answer, students, do not step back. Okay, if all of you will be able to understand the concept, right, because we are teaching you with a lot of stories and other thing, but answering the question is equally important. Okay, so plus 20 so far. Awesome. So moving on to the next question. Oh my god, big question. Okay, complete the following paragraph by selecting the correct options. Pelvic girdle consists of 2 coxal bones. As I already told you, coxal bones, don't get confused. Each coxal bone is formed by the fusion of 3 bones, which is 1, 2 and 3. Okay, which is 1, 2 and 3. At the point of fusion of the above bones is called a cavity dash, to which the thigh bone or your femur bone articulates. The 2 halves of the pelvic girdle meets ventrally to form a pubic, students, this is not public. Okay, this is pubic. Okay, pubic symphysis containing dash cartilage. Yes, I'm so sorry for that spelling error. Yes, are you people telling the answer for this? Okay, let me see. Ilium, ischium, pubis. Okay, this is going to be your acetabulum and last one is going to be fibrous, right? Option number D is the answer. Perfect. Yes, perfectly answered. Okay. Yes, perfectly answered. Good job. Moving on to the next question. Now we have plus 24 in our pockets, right? Plus 24 in our pockets. Next one. The contractile protein of skeletal muscle involving ATPase activity. The contractile protein of skeletal muscle involving ATPase activity. Like, who is the one who has an ATPase activity? Yes. Tell me this. Tropomyosin, myosin, actin, troponin. Okay, tropomyosin, myosin, actin, troponin. Easy question. All of you will be able to answer in a second. Yes, perfectly. As I told, all of you answered in a second. Myosin, because myosin is the one who has an ATP binding site and who's also having ATPase activity. Okay, ATPase activity. Very, very good. Yes, I can see some of my old students as well. Mona is my old student. Okay, Evening Star, Pala also is my old student. Yes, very nice to see you people back. Next question. During muscle contraction, the length of all the following gets reduced except, very good question. During muscle contraction, the length of all of the following gets reduced except for what? Okay, yes, that was plus 28. Okay, plus 28. Now we have to learn 4 tables, students. Right? Yes. Tell me the answer for this. Yes, very good. A band, because head zone is also going to get reduced. I zone is also going to get reduced. Obviously, the sarcomere is going to reduce because sarcomere is the one who is going to be present between 2 consecutive Z lines, right? Very, very good. Moving on to the next question. The human ribs, so that was plus 32. Okay, plus 32. Human ribs are termed bicephalic. Very good question. This question has come previous years also. Because of what? Because now here the catch of the question is if you're going to tell ventral or dorsal. Ventral or dorsal, what you tell, depending on that, the answer will be right. Okay? Yes. Tell me. Tell me, students. Yes, plus 32. Good job. Yes, I can see some answers. Pallavi, Madhumati, Sandra, Dhanushri, Tanuja, Sandra, again, Sai, Sukanya, Pratibha. Okay, see, listen to me carefully. Human ribs are bicephalic. That means what? This is one articulation. It is going to help them to articulate with the sternum, and this is one, yes, this is one articulation that is going to help them connect with the thoracic vertebrae. So I'm writing TV here and I'm writing sternum here. So that means bicephalic means on the head region. Cephalic means what? Head region, no? Bicephalic means both the ends of the ribs, they have an articulation, or they have the, helping them to articulate with the vertebral, the thoracic vertebrae as well as the sternum, and it is going to be to the dorsal end. Okay, so those who told ventral side, wrong, students. It is going to be dorsal. So plus 36. Moving on to the next question. Progressive degeneration of skeletal muscle mostly due to genetic disorder is progressive degeneration. Students, next Saturday also class is going to happen. I forgot to inform all of you, but next Saturday it is going to be in the morning slot, or maybe we can take it at 3 p.m. because I'm not free in the evening slot. Okay, so 3 p.m. because I'll be part of the NEET Express, right? Our NEET Express is starting. So students, Saturday 3 p.m. does it work for all of you? Let me know. We are going to do excretory product and elimination because we haven't done the revision of this in so long, and this is also a chapter which has good potential. So we will be doing like this only questions. Excretory product and elimination at 3 p.m. Please answer this and then you answer the question. Okay, because I want to know your convenient timings so I can take the class as well. Yes, I want all of you to join as well. That's why I'm asking. Okay, otherwise it's why to ask. I want all of you to join, right? Yes, 3 p.m. Okay, Saturday some of you will be in school, but the problem is I'm not available in the evening. Okay? No, Mona. Yes, 3 p.m. we'll do it. Okay? I kept it at 12 p.m. but I think 12 p.m. most of you won't be available, so 3 p.m. we'll do it. Okay, tell me the answer for this as well. What is the answer? Yes, I'm sorry, I could not see the answer. So students, genetic disorder is muscular dystrophy and myasthenia gravis is your autoimmune disorder. Okay, it's an autoimmune disorder, so don't get it confused. Okay, understand that this is autoimmune, this is genetic. Okay, this is genetic. So yes, this is the thing. Next question. Yes, read the following statements. Okay, read the following 4 statements. Our vertebral column is formed by 26 serially arranged units which are called as vertebrae, and it is ventrally placed. Vertebral column extends from the base of the skull and constitutes the main framework of the trunk. Okay, each vertebrae has a central hollow portion which is called the neural canal through which the spinal cord passes. First vertebrae is axis, articulates with the occipital condyle. So now we have to tell how many of the above statements are correct. Just give me the number. Yes, plus 40. Yes, we are at plus 40. This is going to be 44. Okay, this is going to be 44 plus 44. Tell me the answer for this. How many of the statements are correct? Okay, how many of the statements are correct? Our vertebral column is formed 26 serially arranged units vertebrae and it is ventrally placed. Vertebral column extends from the base of the skull. Okay, vertebral column from the base of the skull and constitute the main framework. Each vertebrae has a central hollow portion which is the neural canal through which the spinal cord passes. First vertebrae is axis and it articulates with occipital condyle. Yes, think properly and answer. You have your time. Okay, do not be in a hurry to answer like, you know, ma'am, I have to answer something. Okay, I have to answer something. Don't be that. Yes. Good job. Good job. I can see some answers. Most of you are wrong. Students, how many of the above statements are correct? Students, answer is going to be, let me see, at least if one student. Okay, Dream is asking me a number. Okay, I think all of you are going to lose your marks. Okay, be ready for -5. Most of you got it wrong. Let's see, let's go one by one. Is this correct? Is option A correct? Is it ventrally placed? Tell me that. This is ventral, this is dorsal. Where is our vertebral column placed? Let's go one by one and let's try to decode the statements. I know it is normal for you to have confusion, but it's okay. I'm going to help you out. Tell me, students, where is our vertebral column placed? Ventrally or dorsally? Now you're like, oh my god, what is ma'am asking? No, no, not at all. Tell me the answer for what I'm asking. What is option A? Is it right or wrong? Just tell me this. Yes, just tell me this. Yes, I can see some answers. Yes. So students, perfect. So this is incorrect, ma'am, because it is dorsally placed. Dorsal is here, no? Which we are facing to the environment. Vertebral column extends from the base of the skull and constitute the main framework of the trunk. Yes, perfect. Each vertebrae has a central hollow portion, that is the neural portion through which the spinal cord passes. Perfectly right. First vertebrae is called atlas, not axis. Okay, atlas. Sorry, spelling is wrong. It's called atlas. So tell me how many statements are right? Okay, atlas. Yes, so I waited for all of you to answer. So now, tell me how many of the statements are right. Yes, Tanuja, perfect. I can see one correct answer. Yes, correct. Ma'am, two statements are correct, right? Two statements are correct. I think most of you got confused with, you know, atlas and axis. So atlas first, then axis, right? Atlas, then axis. Yes, so -1 all of you. I think no one answered right. It took all of you some time to answer. So we are going to give, I'm going to give -1. Okay, I don't want to minus your 5 marks. So we will do -1. That means 43. Okay, 43 will be a score right now. Yes. Okay, 𝐂𝐡𝐞𝐤. Okay, your message disappeared. Okay, perfect. Okay, moving on to the next question. Given below is the diagrammatic view of human skull in which the certain bones are labeled A, B, C, D. Find out the correct option in which all the alphabets are correctly labeled. Okay, all the alphabets are correctly labeled. Hi Mohit. Yes, tell me the answer for this. No mercy. Okay, fine. I do not want to give you people mercy. Please minus your marks. Okay, please minus your marks. Okay, yes, Keith. Okay, please add your marks. Others minus your marks. I do not want mercy, students. Your life is important for me. So please minus your marks and tell the honest marks. Yes. So D they have asked, A they have asked, B they have asked, C they have asked. Look at the bone shape and try to understand, because it's a cross view, it's not a straight view. Okay, it's a cross view, not a straight view. I think this you people should get it right, okay, because it's a diagram from NCERT and you should be answering this. Yes. Think and answer. Yes. So let's see, students. Option number A is going to be your sphenoid bone. Okay, sphenoid bone. B is going to be what here it is coming. So that is your zygomatic bone or your cheek bone. Okay. D is going to be what? D is going to be your frontal bone. And C is going to be occiput. So frontal, parietal, temporal, occipital, sphenoid and ethmoid. Okay, you cannot see that. So it is going to be option number C, right? It's going to be option number C. Perfectly right. All of you got it right? No one got it wrong. So sphenoid, zygomatic, occipital and your frontal. Okay, C and D is here rearranged. Here it is parietal. So this is not the right answer. Moving on to the next one. So those who lost marks can go for 39. Okay, no, 40. Okay, can go for 40. And those who gained marks can go for 48. Okay, 44 it was, no? So 40 plus 4. So 44 and 48. Okay, those who got the last question right, 48. Those who got the last question wrong, 44. Okay, because people told me don't show mercy, ma'am. Okay, I don't want to show mercy. Given below is a figure of the sarcomere. Identify the parts A to D and select the correct option. Okay, this is your A, this is your B, this is your C, this is your D. Very easy. Just now we saw the diagram, so try to learn it from that. Okay. Students, just give me a minute. I will be back. Okay, I need to get the charger because this is going down. Just give me 1 minute. Okay, 1 minute and I will be back. Till then, answer this question. Yes, answer quickly. Yes, I'm back. What is the answer? So sorry students, 1 second. This is a task. Yes, done. Okay, ready? What's the answer? A band, I band. Okay, I can see some different answers. Okay, so let's see what is this. A is going to be A band, perfect. Okay, B is going to be the Z line, correct. C is going to be the head zone. D is going to be the I band, perfect. So it is going to be option number A. Those who got option number A right, go for how much? 52, right? 52. And those who got the last question wrong, now you go for 48. Okay, moving on to the next question. Actin binding site. Okay, next question is going to come on your screen. Sorry, yes. Actin binding sites are located on troponin, tropomyosin, meromyosin, both B and C. Both B and C. Tell me the answer for this. Yes, A for Amu ma'am was the last question. Actin binding sites are located on troponin, tropomyosin, meromyosin, both B and C. Wait, think properly and answer. Actin binding site. I'm waiting for your answers, okay? Actin binding site. Yes. Actin binding site will be on actin only, or it will be on myosin. You guys are making careless mistakes by telling that actin binding site is located on actin itself. Students, actin binding site will be located on whom? At least now it should have clicked for all of you. Oh my god, yes ma'am, what am I telling? Actin binding site is going to be present on the myosin, no students. Myosin is made up of meromyosin. So answer will be what? Answer will be C, option number C. Question is, actin binding site is present on, actin binding site will be present on myosin. Myosin binding site will be present on actin. All of you are telling troponin. Troponin is not. Students, troponin will move to do a conformational change to visibilize or show us the myosin binding site. Where have I told you this? All of you get 0. 0 marks. Okay? No marks for any of you. All of you told A. Express told right. Yes, express myosin. Very good. Okay, no use of crying. You people are careless. I gave you 2 times option. I waited also for 2-3 minutes. The thick filament in the muscles is polymerized protein of. Okay, very easy question. Tell me the answer. The thick filament in muscles is polymerized protein of. Students, do not make careless mistakes like this. Okay, do not make, yes, it's actually -5. Do not make careless mistakes like this, because you know, these are small things, right? Actin binding site will be where, myosin binding site will be there. So do not be like, oh my god, actin, don't confuse. Actin binding site will be on myosin, myosin binding site will be on the actin. Okay, yes, very good. Option number A, that is meromyosin, right? Option number A, which is meromyosin. Okay, it's okay, don't feel bad and all, it's fine. You're learning now, you have time to correct your mistakes. Next question. Acromion process is characteristically found in the dash of mammals. Acromion process, I just taught you this, so you shouldn't be making any mistakes on this. Yes. Is this the answer for the previous one? Okay, now the answer. Please answer this question. Oh, what happened? Madhumati, just refresh and join back. It could be an error. Just refresh and join back. Yes, 56 right now. This one? 52 it was. Last question was 52. This was, okay, wait. I missed so many questions. 52, 56, 60. This is 64. Okay, we are running at plus 64. Yes, A for Ammu ma'am, that is scapula of the pectoral girdle. Very good, 64. Identify the parts labeled. Okay, identify the parts labeled as A to E to the given figure of the vertebral column and select the correct option. Okay, so you have options here. A is thoracic, B is cervical, C is lumbar, D is sacrum, E is coccygeal. So please take your time and answer. They have asked A, B, C, D and E. Diagrams of your NCRT. Very nice. Some of you are telling 64. Very good. Oh no, that's why you're crying. It's okay, next time. Next time we will do a better job. Okay, I'm going to do excretion at 3 o'clock on Saturday. Don't miss it. I'm doing this question rounds for you people. Yes, very good. Let's see the answers. A is going to be cervical. Right, cervical. B is going to be thoracic. Okay. C is going to be lumbar. Okay, D is going to be sacrum. E is going to be coccygeal. So, which is the option that has all of this? A, cervical, B, thorax, C, lumbar, D. Yes, option number D. Okay, option number D is going to be the answer. That means we are going on plus 68. Okay, plus 68. Those who lost marks, please minus your marks. You have to be honest with yourself. Okay, don't be like, oh my god, what will another person think? Nothing like that. If you have done a mistake, take up the mistake and then go forward. Okay, yes. Yes, correct. Perfect. Next question. Which of the following is not a function of the vertebral column? Which of the following is not a function of the vertebral column? Protects spinal cord, serves as a point of attachment for ribs and musculature of the back, supports tarsals and metatarsals, supports the head. Which of the following is not a function of the vertebral column? First answer this, then this. One question, 4 marks. One question, 4 marks. Because we are doing NEET, no? NEET level. Yes. Which of the following is not a function of the vertebral column? This is going to be plus 72. Okay. This is going to be plus 76. So don't go to this. First finish this. Yes. Perfect. Answer is option number 3. That is option number C. Supports tarsals and metatarsals. Okay. So those students who are going to watch this recorded, students, whenever you are doing question practice, I would request all of you to attend live classes because you will be able to answer. And as the teacher is waiting for the answers, you also won't get bored. Right, so please try to make it the next live, which is going to happen on Saturday at 3 p.m. for excretion, and we are also going to do NEET Express, so be a part of that also. Try to attend as much as live possible so that you do not feel bored when you're sitting and studying alone. Okay, yes. The next question: the type of joint between the human skull bones is called as? Type of joint present in human skull bones is called as what? Human skull bone, your sutures they're talking about. Sutures have what kind of bone? The type of joint between the human skull bones. Yes, perfect. Fibrous joint which does not allow any movement, right? The sutures we are talking about, you have your fibrous joint. Yes. Wow, very nice, Madhumati. Okay, we have reached the target. Good job, students. Yes, fibrous joint. Moving on to the next question. What is the name of joint between the ribs and the sternum? What is the name of joint that is present between the ribs and the sternum? That means basically, students, they're asking us which is the joint that is allowing, slight movement. Okay, slight movement. Yes, tell me the answer for this. Okay, that was 76. Okay, this is going to be 80. Wow, plus 80. Great scores. Yes, tell me the answer for this. She's the answer. What is the name of the joint between the ribs and sternum? And we are also coming to the end of the questions. Okay, we have only very few questions left. So answer fast and let's make the Josh also very, very high. Yes. Yes, perfect. That is cartilaginous joint, right? We have learned about hyaline cartilage. Okay, hyaline cartilage. So we are talking about cartilaginous joints, which allows slight movement. Okay, not a lot of movement, but yeah, it's not like immovable. Slight movement is happening. Perfectly good. 80 marks in your scoreboard. Next question. Which of the following types of movement is shown by cells in the human body? Yes, very nice question. Which of the following types of movement is shown by cells in the human body? They're not asking specifically which cell. They're asking you, your body does which and all kinds of movement. Yes? Tell me the answer. And those who joined right now, quickly like the video and share it with your friends, and also subscribe to the channel without fail. Tell me the answer for the students. All of the above. Very, very good. All of the above. Ciliary movement is done, right? Amoeboid movement is done. Muscular movement is done. Flagellated movement is done. So all these movements are exhibited in our body by different cells, right? Muscles in the inner walls of the alimentary canal are. So here they're talking about your smooth muscle, cardiac muscle, and your skeletal muscle. So tell me which will be the muscle that lines your inner organs. Okay, lines your inner organs. This is plus 84. Okay, this is going to be plus 86. Sorry, plus 80. How much was that, students? 80. So this is 84. This is 88. Okay, 88. I think I wrote many places wrong. No, correct only, no? Amoeboid movement is done by your WBCs and your macrophages. Amoeboid movement is done by your WBCs and macrophages. That is, let's say when there is a issue. Okay, when there is a problem with some of the tissues, what the WBC will do? WBC will squeeze out of the capillaries. Okay, WBC will squeeze out of the capillaries, which is called as diapedesis. I'm drawing it with blue color because it's easier to show. So they will squeeze out of the capillaries, and this condition is called diapedesis, and these people show amoeboid movement. Okay, amoeboid movement. Clear? No, they're asking what and all kinds of movements are there, dear. They're asking muscular movement. Tongue is doing the muscular movement. They're just asking which are the movements exhibited in your body by different types of cells, tissues. Okay, they're talking about the movement here. They're not talking about if muscle is fiber or cell. Understood? Yes, diapedesis, that is your WBCs, and your macrophages are going to show amoeboid movement. Yes. Muscles in the inner walls of the alimentary canal are any issue. Today is tongue twisting day. Any issue with the tissue? Really, Nissan? But yeah, if I have to write, I need the board. Okay, only this kind of classes I can teach this way. Yes, very good. Answer is visceral muscles. Also, we call them as smooth muscles. Okay, visceral muscles or your smooth muscles, which are involuntary, and they are going to line your inner organs. Okay, so it is going to be plus 88. The long slender bone of the clavicle with two curvatures is radius and ulna, collarbone, tibia and fibula, spine and acromion. Yes, tell me the answer for this. Okay, the long slender bone, this is going to be plus 92 and this is going to be plus 96. Wow, we should reach 100, no? We have more questions, don't worry, we have more questions. We have another, I think, almost 10 questions. Yes, collarbone, the long slender bone. So instead of collarbone, they can give you clavicle also. Instead of collarbone, they can give you clavicle also. Got it? Yes. Now tibia and fibula, understood. Spine and acromion, very nice. Okay. Yes. B for very nice. Thank you, Sandra. Yes. Low calcium in the body fluid may be a cause of, which is the disease that you get because there is low calcium levels in your body. Next question. Okay, Kirti, 96. Okay, running on 96 in your scoreboards. What, dear? Yes, collarbone or the clavicle. Okay, collarbone or the clavicle, no? Yes. Cappy, yes. Yes, very good. Tetany. Oh, express is Rathis, sir. I caught you, Rathis. Tetany. Okay, yes, tetany, that is, students, rapid spasm. So now let's say you contracted your muscle and you're not able to relax very easily. Why? Because there is low calcium. Calcium needs to be, the sodium influx should happen and calcium also should be secreted so that the troponin gets, conformational change and your actin myosin binding site gets visible. So if it's low calcium, Contraction will happen, relaxation. Like it will, rapid spasm will happen. Okay. Yes, very good. 96. 96. Next question. This is going to be your 100th question, special question. Special question of the day is your 100th question. U-shaped bone at the base of the buccal cavity is called as. Spasm means hold, the muscle catch we tell, no? That is only spasm. Gout is when there is uric acid, more uric acid. Okay, between the joints. It's very painful, very, very painful. Yes, tell me the answer for this. Very good. Ma'am, it is hyoid bone, which is also called as your tongue bone, students. Okay, hyoid bone, also called as your tongue bone, which is present at the base of the buccal cavity. And it is technically not the part of the skull, but then we learn it under the part of the skull. Okay, plus 100. How many of you are at 100? How many of you are at 100? At 100. Yes. Next question. Awesome. Pratibha, I can see 100. So students, the cross bridge between actin and myosin is broken. When is actin and myosin's cross bridge broken? Tell me the answer for this. Formation of a new ATP molecule, binding of a new ATP molecule, hydrolysis of a new ATP molecule, a second action potential. 100. Yes, Madhumati, Madre. Very nice. I can see many hundreds. Sukanya 98, very good. Dream 88, very good. Finally, Sony has come after almost at the 100th question. Okay, yes. What is the answer for this? Very, very good. B for biology by Gopika. That is binding of new ATP molecule. So when the new ATP molecule comes in bind, automatically the cross bridge is going to be broken, and that cross bridge breaking also is happening because of the power stroke, right? Yes, clear to all of you, binding of the new ATP, because ATP and actin are dushman. Okay, they are not dost. Yes. Another 167 questions. So till that, let's do it with the same energy. Let's not, drop down on the energy, and I don't want any of you to leave as well. Okay, you need to complete if you started something. Yes, 104. Moving forward. According to sliding filament theory of the muscle contraction, the filament that moves to shorten a muscle. According to sliding filament theory of the muscle contraction, the filament that moves to shorten a muscle. Troponin, myosin, collagen, actin. You should tell me who is going to slide on who. Who is going to slide on who? Yes. Tell me the answer for this. Yes, I can see one answer. Yes, Sandra has put the next target. All of you can continue the target. Yes, very good. Tin. Actin. Okay, actin is the one who is going to be sliding on myosin, right? Because thin filament will slide over the thick filament. Okay, sliding over myosin. So this is going to be the answer, that is actin. Okay, ready? Next one. Oh, the plasma membrane or dash encloses the dash. So students, remember when I taught you muscles, I told you different terminologies like sarcoplasmic reticulum, sarcolemma, sarcoplasma. So here you tell me the plasma membrane or dash encloses the dash. Okay? Encloses the dash. That was 108, no? 108. This is 112. Oh wow, we have reached 112. Very nice. At least 120, 130 we should be able to achieve, right? Don't get confused. See, you can get confused with two options maximum, but then remember lemma and plasm. Okay, yes, very good. Option number A, sarcolemma and sarcoplasm. Okay, lemma and plasm. Inside plasm will be there. Okay, so encloses the plasm. Good job. 112 marks. Next one. Joints are lubricated by epidermis, dermis, tympanic membrane and synovial fluid. Students, all these questions are from our mock papers that Vedantu conducts, which is previous year questions plus additional questions from NCERT. Okay, so mock papers you can attend plus NCERT plus PYQ. So this is the pattern of mock papers. Okay, every Sunday it happens for our batches. Yes. Very nice. D for synovial fluid. Synovial fluid is the reason for the movement to happen, right? Joints are also lubricated because of the synovial fluid. Dash, dash and dash forms the rib cage. A very good question. Dash, dash and dash forms the rib cage. The entire rib cage means what? Your ribs. Okay, I cannot tell the answer. So tell me the answer for this. Tell me the answer for this. Yes, synovial fluid, the synovial joints, which are able to do the free movements, right? Movements. Yes, tell me the answer. Three. Okay, let me see. Perfect. Thoracic vertebrae, ribs and sternum. So that will entirely form your rib cage, where your diaphragm also we have studied in breathing and exchange, no? Which forms your entire thoracic chamber. Okay, thoracic chamber is made up of, what is it made up of? It is made up of your thoracic vertebrae, I'm writing TV, sternum in the ventral side, okay, and ribs, okay, and diaphragm also comes down for your, so the answer is going to be option number C. So this is going to be plus 116 and this is going to be plus 120, okay, 120 marks. Organism and population will be taken by Baswa sir. I think he has already taken the class, no? Yes, rib cage. Om has sent the emoji, as you can see the rib cage. Okay, moving forward, 120 we have reached. Very nice. Muscle bundles or fascicles are held together by a common collagenous tissue layer, which is called as muscle bundles or fascicles. I told you, no, this is your entire muscle. Okay, inside this muscle there are going to be muscle bundles, and inside this muscle bundles muscle fibers are going to be there. They're asking to keep this muscle bundles together. What is that? Collagenous tissue which is there. Yes, answer this. This is going to be plus 124 and this is going to be plus 128. Very nice. Bye. Completed, eh? Yeah, organism population is completed. Yes, very good. Answer is C, option number, that is fascia, which is a collagenous tissue layer. Again, inner fascia, deep fascia and all is there. So fascia is the one who is going to cover all your muscle bundles. Okay, perfectly right. 124. Next question. Functional unit of the skeletal muscle. Functional unit of the skeletal muscle. Yes, only 2 more questions left. So tell me the answer and keep the energy, and those who haven't liked the video, quickly like the video as well. Functional unit of skeletal muscles is called as? Hey, people telling me the answer. I cannot see the answer. Yes, I can see the answer now. A for Ammu ma'am, Pakka. Oh, Sweetie is here. Nice. Students, I always remember my student's name. Like if you are coming from the same name. Every day if you come, then it will be difficult. Okay, yes, very nice. Sarcomere is the functional unit of the skeletal muscle, and that is present between 2 consecutive Z lines. Okay, 2 consecutive Z lines. Sarcomere has 1 A band plus 1 I band, which is made up of 2 halves. Okay, next question. Select the, okay, 1 second. Yeah, next question. Which of these cells show amoeboid movement? I told the answer for this. Which of these cells show amoeboid movement? Macrophages, ciliated epithelia, columnar epithelia, squamous epithelia. So this is going to be 132. Okay, 132. Which of these cells show amoeboid movement? Macrophages, ciliated epithelia, columnar epithelia, squamous epithelia. Yes, tell me in the chats. Same Ammu. Same Ammu ma'am. Okay, people are lazy, so they're like same Ammu ma'am. Very good. Macrophages is the answer. Okay, next question. Select the correct option, that is 11th and 12th pairs of ribs are connected to a connected to the sternum with the help of hyaline cartilage. Okay, hyaline cartilage. Now you have to select the correct option. Okay, each rib is a flat, thin bone, and all the ribs are connected dorsally to the thoracic vertebrae and ventrally to the sternum. There are 7 pairs of vertebrosternal. So students, let me tell you, vertebrochondral ribs are the 1 to 7 ribs. Vertebrosternal ribs are 8 to 10. Okay, and floating ribs are your 11th and 12th. Okay. There are 7 pairs of vertebrosternal, 3 pairs for vertebrochondral and 2 pairs of vertebral ribs. Okay. So here you can see vertebrochondral is there, vertebrosternal is there, and vertebro here 1 to 7. Freshers, those who are looking for like, ma'am, what do I do for the next 5 months? That is, I do not have an idea and I have too many backlogs. Then you have something that is easily and affordable price. It is available. That is your NEET Express 1.0 Prime. So what you're going to get in this NEET Express is, students, you're going to get live classes. Okay, obviously classes are going to be taken by us and other teachers. Online test will be conducted. Online test and practice will be there. Pedagogy will be there, where you will get your 360 analysis. Then you're also going to get topic wise lectures in the VBuddy, be it any lectures. You can also access to JE lectures, NEET lectures, and at home online AITS will not be available for this price. That is where you can write your test offline in your home. The papers will be sent to you, but with this price you will be able to get that as well. Okay, hard copies if you want, you will go for this price. So according to what is affordable for you, please join the NEET Express 1.0. 5 months entire revisions and classes will be happening. You will also be getting access to all the lectures that was there. Okay, NEET Express 1.0. Got it? Combo is there and Pro is there. So according to what you are able to take, please do take one and make sure that your preparation is going well. It is not for me to for you to take, but for you to take. Okay, I'm just informing all of you. Okay, yes, tell me the last question. So we are at 132, so this is going to be 136. How did you people calculate? Yeah, 141, 136, no, maximum. This is 136th question. Did I miss any question? No, this is 136. This is the last question, 136. Okay, if you take prime, then you will get 140. You will get 140 points. Yes. So students, those who have not planning to invest on any any books or something, but want a 5 months proper revision, and you feel like, ma'am, I do not study when someone is not watching me, when someone is not scolding me and telling me to do this and this, then definitely join the NEET Express 1.0. It's not a crash course, it's a full-fledged 5 months course, and the link is in the description. Okay, the first link all of you can just touch and access, and I think 3,000 rupees for 5 months is a good amount of investment that you can do. Also you can get all the notes as well, right? Yes, 136. What is the answer for this? Very good. There are 7 pairs of vertebrosternal ribs, 3 pairs of vertebrochondral ribs, and 2 pairs of vertebral sternal ribs, right? Yes, very good. So this is your 1 to 7. Oh students, I wrote this ulta, I guess. I wrote this ulta, no. I wrote this ulta. So this is your 8, 9, 10. Okay, 8, 9, 10. And this is your floating ribs, 11 and 12. Okay. Vertebrosternal, that means which is attached to the sternum, that is going to be your true ribs. Vertebrochondral is going to be 8, 9, 10. That is also called as your false ribs. So you should know other names. See, students will be like, ma'am, don't teach that much. Okay, this is going to be your floating ribs. Floating ribs. And this is going to be true ribs. Yes. Supriya, ma'am, your watch is super. Okay, thank you. Okay. Bonus. What bonus? This is the last question for today, and this is for all of you, those who want to join a 5 months course. I hope all of you enjoy the class. I really enjoyed the class. I did not get even 1 minute, thinking that, oh my god, is my student solving questions really well. Very good, students. We have solved almost 35 questions, if I'm approximately right. 34 questions we have solved, and we are at the score of 136, which is a very great score. That means you have practiced enough questions, right? So those who got 136, I want all of you to comment down your marks. Okay, comment down your marks, and also tell me your favorite part of my class. Okay, so that you know it boosts my mood, as well as it feels very nice when you comment, and every time you like, you will remember to come back to the class as well. Okay, yes. So thank you so much for joining. I hope your Saturday evening was super duper fun with locomotion and movement. Next class is going to be excretion, which we have not done a revision very far, right? Because we did locomotion and Tejas series, so I think it will not be that old in your head. But yeah, excretion we did not do. So do you people want a revision plus question like how I did today? Because excretion we have a lot of mechanisms. So do you people need a quick revision plus PYQs or only PYQs? Please let me know this also in the comments as well. Okay, thank you so much for joining. I hope all of you enjoyed, and thank you so much again for attending all the questions. It's because it makes me proud that when every student attends all the question, it boosts your confidence. Even if you're scored less, it's okay. But let me tell you, every time you solve 10 to 30 questions is not a small number, students. Sitting alone and solving 30 questions is actually very difficult. But if you're solving it with me, it will happen very fast. Okay, yes. Thank you for all the love that you're showing in the chat box. Please do let me know in the comments also what is your favorite class, favorite part of my classes. And see you all in next class, revision plus PYQs. Some of you are telling me PYQs. Let's see the majority wins. Okay, yes. Okay, bye bye. See you all next class. Till then, tata, bye bye. Happy weekend. All of you, please practice questions as well. Only Siddharth is telling for PYQs. Okay. Yes, all these are NEET PYQs only, Kusuma. Just questions are altered here and there. That's all. Okay. A lot of NEET PYQs are there. Okay. Thank you so much. Yes. Bye bye. Please drop it in the comments if you want revision plus PYQ, or one person put revision plus PYQ. Let's see how many likes we get on that. Depending on that, we will do excretion. See you.